Assalamu alaikum. We are Hadi Zafar Kahlo
and Hadim Zafar Kahlo.
While brainstorming ideas for the Dr. Abdus Salam Science Fair, we thought that since Dr. Salam's work was heavily inspired by his knowledge of the Holy Quran, we should look in the Holy Quran for ideas. Our experiment is about two bodies of water that meet but do not mix.
Allah says in the Holy Quran, chapter 55, verse 20 to 21. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مرج البحرين يلتقيان. He has made the two bodies of water flow. They will one day meet. بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. Between them there is at present a barrier. They encroach not one upon the other. And chapter 25, verse 54. وهو الذي مرج البحرين هذا عذب فرات وهذا ملح أجاج وجعل بينهما برزخا وحجرا مهجورا. And he it is who has caused the two seas to flow, this palatable and sweet, and that saltish and bitter, and between them he has placed a barrier and a great partition.
There are examples of this all over the world, but the most common example are the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. For our experiment, we have water with salt and water with dye. We're going to put the water with dye in the water with salt. As you can see, they're not mixing. The reason for this is because the higher salinity in the salt water gives it a higher density level. Thus, the higher density salt water stays in the bottom of the cup and the dyed water stays on top. Right now, the water is turning in the same direction. But if the colored water and the salted water were turning in different directions, which is the case with the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, the line that is separating the two would be more defined. In conclusion, the water does not mix because of how dense the salt water is compared to the dyed water. Water can look the same a lot of the time, but if you really look into it, you can see the differences. This phenomenon was mentioned in the Holy Quran 1500 years ago. This phenomenon was mentioned in the Holy Quran 1500 years ago, and this explanation by science today only testifies to the truthfulness and divinity of the Holy Quran. And one can only wonder what other treasures the Holy Quran holds that are yet to be discovered by the human race. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.